Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling coherently into a microphone. Why? Just because I can, and they continue with the Outer Worlds Blind. I have reached the town of Edgewater, so I'll just walk around and talk to people. How do I remove my weapon? Alright.
They start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight. Spacer's choice takes care of its own. Spacer's choice takes... Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Oh, alright, so that's a hospital. Of sorts.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
Why not?
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk.
Why?
I don't know which company you work for, but if it's Spacer's choice, boss can still write you up for fraternizing with an incompetent worker. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got.
I've got some trading. I could take a look at you.
Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble.
What kind of trouble?
People trouble. Lazy worker like me getting special treatment from some out-of-town physiker like you? People will talk. Company always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work.
That's ridiculous. You can't blame yourself because you felt sick.
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
I'll leave you be then. Yeah, obviously, this is all deranged. Like, they are being told they fell sick because they didn't try enough. Like, at their work. And some of them are already dead. I guess the dead won't need that stuff. Anyone else I can talk to? Interesting that this is stealing. What are you shooting? What's going on? I am somewhat confused.
I don't have time for this. Move along.
What?
Carry on.
Not right.
Hey. Hmm?
Dissident neutralized! Stay down, miscreant! Huh? I thought I saw something.
What are they shooting at?
Place the company ammo! Time to collect a fine bounty!
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work. Huh?
Spacer's choice takes care of its own. Staying long?
Hmm? Move along.
Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark, the team to lead Halcyon, and even better tomorrow, help the chairman and the minister Clark defeat our foes. Defend our foes would not be a... dissenters in our midst. The enemy seeks to destroy our way of life. Now, this is actually a World War I propaganda poster. Originally, I think it was a British propaganda poster or a French one. Originally, this monster was a German soldier with a pickelhaube, and he was like, the poster was like, they're coming to rape our women or whatever, violate our women and kill our men or whatever. I'm going to link the original in the description. Cantina specials, hot meals, cold meals, live music when available. They all sell tuna, 2 bits off. Emerald Vale Barber Shop. Now, the barber owes money for the cemetery. Which, as I said last time... Oh, you have dead people in here. Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us, so I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down from his family or something. You're processing the body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. We can use the bits to pay the body price and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't trade back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me the special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. Yeah, so again, this is, pretty deranged because their bodies in itself are company property and it's illegal to kill yourself, which, believe it or not, has some strong historical basis, because it used to be like that in a reality where, your body and your life belonged to the state and, for example, to the king, and therefore it was illegal to kill yourself because you were depriving the king of a subject, and all of the taxes that he could get from you, or whatever services that you were required for the country. And your family could be punished if you killed yourself, which seems to be the matter here.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Relax, I'm clean.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
How am I supposed to report to you when I'm dead? Prepare my remains for what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Speaking of burials, Silas sent me to collect your fees.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Well, don't be so hard on yourself, especially because the standards around here are quite insane. What with it literally being a liability if your family member kills themselves. Like a legal liability. Don't be so hard on yourself.
I have to be, if only to prepare myself for my inevitable dressing down at the hands of corporate. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
What about Eugene's gold teeth?
You know about Eugene? How?
I'm a mind reader. Well, I found a note from Phyllis, and to be honest, I walked in there right in view of you, so it's weird that you didn't notice.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Well, I'm pretty sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Well, it seems like you're going to have to. And to be honest, it doesn't hurt anyone. Other than the company, maybe, but to be honest, the more I learn about the company, the more I hate them. So, who cares?
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Goodbye. Wanted, dead or alive. Guliam Antrim, from Spacer's Choice Department of Retirement, a writ of execution effective immediately for Guliam Antrim, former Spacer's Choice Associate Mechanic, terminated from his position and escorted from Edgewater on grounds of unauthorized use of adrenatime, wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing, theft and unauthorized use of medical supplies, generous bounty, payment on delivery, must be able to sign your own name. See Constable Reyes for details. Wanted, Bertie Cotton, former vicar stationed in Edgewater Vicarage, no longer in good standing with the Halcyon Ranch Order of Scientific Inquiry, at large and dangerous, wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing, sedition, and unauthorized use of medical supplies, generous bounty, payment on delivery, must be able to sign your own name. See Constable Reyes for details.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
Staying long?
I don't get a lot of visitors.
Is this a jail? Yeah, I think so.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing a promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
If you need help with your marauder problem, I'm for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice Constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
I've got some questions.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
So who do you work for? Space's Choice or Edgewater?
If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serve Spacer's Choice.
Who does Spacer's Choice answer to?
Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the Board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this.
Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything to you?
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
That's why I'm asking. Looks like there's a bounty on his head.
You are correct. An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas V. Wells.
Well, I'm not willing to collect that bounty. To be honest, he seems far more reasonable than the company does.
Interesting jumpsuit you've got. And by interesting, I mean suspiciously reminiscent of contraband. As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Alright, so no other questions, I guess.
Wish we had some better rations.
At least you got your health.
I can't rummage through the trash. Which, to be honest, seems like an activity an RPG protagonist would do. Maintenance division. I could theoretically hack this. Spacer's Choice, you've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Maintenance division logs. Welcome, Holcomb P. There are 3 open trouble tickets. AG loader, failure on startup, open priority medium. Steps to reproduce. Turn on the engine, try it again, kick the loader, curse injured toes. I have to enter a minimum of 8 steps. Try it again. It makes a rattling noise. Dang it, Clancy. I just got you back on your feet 2 weeks ago. Now that you've got feet, not that you got feet, but you know what I mean. It sounds like his stator's off axis again. Will clean out and resit. Clancy's guts got caught out and pulled out, likely on account of somebody trying to restart him over and over again. Need to rewind all of the coiling in 4. K, stator's working, but there's something else off. Have to wait until it's quiet and spin him up for a listen. Failure of a main cannery production line at heat processing. Status open, priority executive. Steps to reproduce. Startup production line according to schedule. Observe processing of cans. Follow the first batch to heat processing stage. 1 or more loud popping noises. Smoke, smell of burned saltuna. Overheat klaxon on monitor 6. Flames jet from exhaust ports. Automatic shutdown. Likely as not, Beth got indigestion from being made to eat something that she ain't made to. Again. Heading over now. Summary, damned mechanicals, priority low. Priority are reset to low by executive level admin rule applied. By Thompson R. Travel ticket filled by Miller. Oh. Look northwise. I said look northwise. Blasted useless translator. Near scrap pile. Could be northeast from town, I guess. Observe mechanical. Clanking all about, menacing like. See, it's right there. No notes on this ticket yet. Okay, so there's some problems in the cannery, from the sound of it. Maintenance Division Personal Terminal, Holcomb Robert. Enter a keyword for record search. Open last search. Last search. Indumati. 2 records found. Indumati left Edgewater today. She's been reassigned to Terra 1. I kissed her goodbye at the platform and asked if I would ever see her again. We both knew the answer was no. Look up and think of me, and I look up and think of you. Robert, they wouldn't let me keep her, but I know you will raise her with love, perhaps more than I would make time for. You're patient and present in a way that I am not. The company says she has no name until you give her one. Her name is Parvati. They tell me her birthday will be set on the day she's legally delivered to you. She was actually born on July the 7th. Make her feel special when I can't. She liked when I sang to her. It was the only time she stopped crying. Okay, so apparently the company is also handling people's children. Pretty much everything. It's, dangerously close to slavery. Everything they have around them, everything they touch, even their own bodies are company property, and they are ruled by sort of the rule of profit. Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I sat up last night reading through a Young Spacer's Guide. I almost started reading it out loud from habit. It's been 10 years, but I still have parts of it memorized. I reckon I'll take the next volume into work at the cannery. There's an unused office where I would be taking my lunches. May as well read the whole thing again. I'm not quite sure why I am allowed to just barge into this house, and you're encumbered from taking too many items. Cannot sprint or fast travel. Hungry as well. It's interesting that I can't drink from a tap. You'd think that would be a logical thing. Maybe I can find a shop here in town. That again would be quite logical. Why don't I have any like drink that? And if, how do I even use F? So this increased my thirst. It's not great. What? Dehydrated water? What are you talking about? It's pretty insane. Water tablets. Would that work? Nope. Just makes me... Unless it works... No, it has to be... The more it progresses... the more... the more thirsty or hungry or whatever I am. I'll go back to the ship and sleep there, I guess, although I might die of thirst while doing that, which is kind of hilarious, but also not, because I don't really have much of things that would help me in this particular situation. And the thing is, I haven't even found a bed on this ship, but there has to be one, because, you know, the game specifically pointedly told me there's... Oh, alright. I'll save just in case sleeping kills me. Oh, wait. So it is. So the full bar.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
The full bar does mean I am, you know, my needs are met, basically. How over-encumbered am I? Quite a bit, actually. I guess I have to run back to town. Got a cool Aurora Borealis kind of effect. Early retirement. Do you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Do you dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium? Early retirement is finally here. Early retirement is your ticket to Byzantium. Early retirement is Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark's gift to you. Selection for early retirement process is by lottery. Winners enjoy an all-expense trip to their new life in Byzantium, the jewel of Halcyon. Welcome, Junior Inhumer. Burial invoice. I'll leave that be for now. Dear reader, your subscription to the Inhumers Association newsletter has expired. We would like to invite you to renew your subscription. Act now and we'll throw in a copy of our newer publication, Shovel's Gazette and Quarterly. Edgewater Cemetery is the property of the Spacer's Choice Company. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of its own, from cradle to the grave. Gravesite plots and headstones are provided by Spacer's Choice at an affordable rate. Comfortable, spacious plots, custom engraved headstones and monograms, complimentary eulogy courtesy of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. Let your spirit rest in the privacy of a Spacer's Choice brand gravesite.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
We should keep our voices down.
I've got some time.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Well, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
So you're Martin Abernathy?
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Knows what?
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see your way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Sure. How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Sure, I'll consider it at the very least. To be honest, the way they are treated by the corporation is obviously disgusting. So, if I am to steal some company property to save one of their lives, it seems like a no-brainer to me. I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Anything I should know about this community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
But where is it? I don't even know that. You're taking an awful risk trusting me, you know?
I know that. But I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Well, he's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I get it. You need someone to smuggle you the medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law-breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure why those two things are necessary exclusives. Like, why can't you help both him and other people? It's not like he's going to gobble up, all that there is.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us, Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another zero-G.
Taste the freedom with Spacer's Choice, now with extra added artificial ingredients at no extra cost. Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics.
Never seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to where am I again?
Edgewater?
Edgewater, jewel of the Vale. May the law bless our beloved cannery with 100 years of, what's it called? productivity. That's the one. Yep, that's us. Productive.
I think you've had a little too much to drink.
Oh, it's fine. I'm only on my 3rd bottle. I don't start heaving up my guts as long as I can count to 3. Company lets me imbibe as much zero-G brew as I can afford. Even gave me a discount on account of my injury. You jealous yet?
You were injured?
Yep. Got my mid stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on zero-G brew. After the 2nd bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional.
Yeah, that's, to be honest, not great. Sound like you need a surgeon.
Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber. That's like surgery, but for your hair.
Well, I'll leave you be.
I don't know you.
I'm Matthew Stone.
Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
Something going on that I should know about?
Am I that easy to read? Yeah, we've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand, but you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters.
What about the deserters?
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
I just felt like chatting.
Go ahead.
Was wondering if you knew anything about the Hope.
The Hope? No, I've never mixed a drink by that name. I could get you a rum and something if you like. Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something.
I guess that means you've never heard of anybody from the Hope.
Yeah, I got vague recollections of some folklore about a mysterious colony ship.
Well, never mind. To be honest, I probably shouldn't be talking all that much about how I'm from there because Wells is wanted by the company. So, you know, and you know, the whole thing is sort of a company secret that all of those people are up there in space frozen.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. We'll get you mostly drunk at half the price. Spacer's Choice.
I want to talk to whoever runs this place.
Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. If you're not pulling your weight, you don't deserve to live here. Simple as that.
I'll have a drink.
Coming right up.
Okay, can I sell stuff that's unrelated to it's unrelated to food. I can actually. I'll keep the parts. I'll leave that be for now.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work.
Okay, I'll put points to stealth to get better lockpicking. I'll take this additional carrying capacity. Oh no, every other level, so not this level. I don't get perks on this level.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
I need to fix a ship. You know where I could find parts?
You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery.
I got some questions for you.
Go right ahead.
What's your take on this place?
What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2.
Telling yourself that won't make it true.
You are condescending to me, and I do not care for it. I am lucky to have my work, lucky to be alive. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed?
Actually, there was.
Go right ahead.
Anyone I should watch out for?
Other than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here.
Anyone else?
I'd keep a few paces between myself and Miss Holcomb, the town mechanic, since her dear father left the workforce. No ill intent in her, mind. Just a queer sort, restless, scatterbrained, inclined to do first and think after, if you take my meaning.
Interesting. That everyone I should know about?
Amelia. Definitely Amelia Kim. I advise against stepping foot in her drinking establishment altogether. Word is, they're gonna replace her with an auto-mechanical barkeep. She's... what's the word? Obsolete. You don't want to associate yourself with that kind of person.
So about that plague that's supposed to be going around.
Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor.
Is there a reason you feel you have to hide what's going on?
You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry.
That doesn't make any sense.
Spend enough time in the Spacer's Choice family, and you will come to understand. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work.
And if you don't work hard enough?
Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded. Music to my ears.
I will not be buying any weapons. I just hope I'll find better weapons on my own.
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
Is that a church? It definitely looks like it.
Our place in the universe is fixed. Talking to the good vicar always lifts up my spirits. Work fortifies the spirit. Work fortifies the spirit.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Talking to the good vicar always lifts up my spirits. Our place in the universe is fixed.
Yes, what is it? you're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
How did you know I'm an outsider?
Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal.
You seem quite dismissive of the common man for a spiritual leader.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Isn't it your job to raise that?
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Hold on a minute. Did you just refer to this town as a miserable place? Which it is, which proves that this guy is legit, most likely.
Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
I'm looking for a power regulator.
Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious.
And why is that?
Marauders are about. Though if you are planning on venturing outside, I do have a proposition that may interest you. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of laymen's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Yeah, to be honest, I think he's lying, but that actually makes him more reasonable. I think he wants it because he thinks there might be merit in it. And, you know, I generally am against destroying knowledge. I think book burning is barbaric. Just because you disagree with something doesn't mean it should be destroyed. On the contrary, sometimes because you disagree with it is the exact reason why you should learn more about it, to sort of test your own beliefs, whether they are compelling. You make a compelling argument, let's say.
Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for the book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Carry on.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You kidding me? Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plagued? Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron.
All of the apple juice, alright, that should work out fine. Okay, Saltuna Cannery. I'll explore this and talk to the people inside next time, because this episode has been long enough. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!